Good day, Homo sapiens. How are you, Homo sapiens? Okay? This is not how much. So, today is not welcome back to studying microbiology. Today we will be discussing some questions, not discussing, most likely me giving just ideas. You know? Oh my god, what did I do? Wait. Okay. So it's these questions, like the psychological questions about life, personalities. So I wasn't in mood to study, the theoretical stuff or the stuff that the world, the information or the knowledge stuff. I didn't want to talk about that, so I just wanted to give opinions. So yeah, you might just listen and you can, give me your opinions as well, because humans, point of view are different from one another. So what I am saying doesn't necessarily mean that it is for everyone, right? And don't take my opinions personal as well. So yeah, should I be smiling all the time? That is a thing. So here are flowers for you guys. Before starting, I just want to, set the mood. The rain and the rainbows, wow. So this is just the welcoming, and let's get started. This is just the funny type stuff or interesting type stuff, so you don't get bored. And by the way, if you are in for, like, I would have ready the answers. So I haven't had any answers ready, and this is because I just wanted to have fun exploring the answers and might see what the others people's opinion are on that. So first question, by the way, these questions I asked the chat GPT to make it for me, right? Like some questions, deep philosophical questions, silly questions, and lecture type questions. So I wanted a chat GPT to make it. So the one part that the chat GPT made for, like, it was the psychological part. So I think I will just be answering these questions that are related to, the psychology. See, these are all the questions. So I want to do the psychological part first, because I know my blabbering can be, quite lengthy, quite long. And so yeah, one part is more than enough for me. So what part of a person's personality might emerge from survival rather than choice? What part of a person's personality might emerge from survival rather than choice? Okay guys, there are a lot of things in our personality that we don't have by choice, okay? It just get integrated into us without us knowing, and without us wanting it, and without us realizing it. So the easier way for me to say it is, do you guys not want sometimes that you want to get rid of a part of your personality? And that's because it isn't your choice. It came into you because of the survival, or maybe the opposite of survival, right? So to me, the part of the personality that usually come from survival, right? Like sadness, no, I don't think sadness comes from survival. Anger, happiness, I think these are the, these are emotions, not the part of personality. What is personality? Personality means doing something, according to your own style. To me, that is that. So parts of the person's personality, parts, like not trusting others, is that a part of personality? But there are some people, no wait, yeah, I think the survival people, the people that went through extreme dangers and they strive for survival, I think they don't trust people, they don't trust themselves, they don't trust the information unless they dissect them. So I think it's the not trusting part that the person's personality. Like when you were a child, like when you were children, you kind of trusted everyone, like your parents, your siblings. Like you didn't know that people can be betray. People can betray. People can be so cruel. People can be so harsh. So at that time, you were so trusting, like giving everything of yourself to others. Well, I think children shows that they don't give toys to people, and I think it's not because they don't trust them. It's more like their possessive nature or obsessive nature, right? So it's not about, it's not trust issue. So I think less trust comes from survival rather than choice. Like sometimes you do want to open up to people, you do want to, trust them, but the people that have lived their life the hard way, they know the best that there are just some information that you don't need to tell anybody. So I think it is trust. Am I way too, vague about it? Or am I lacking something? What are other parts of the personality? Helping others? I don't think those people that survived the fittest way haven't had been, done with the people, the humans. Survival means you have to face the ugly sides of the humans as well, and probably the good sides as well. But it won't be survival if you face the good side of the humans. So I don't know. You become wary of everything, wary. So that was that for my opinion. Now the next one is, what emotions do people often hide, even though it quietly overwhelms them at the time? So, guys, if you are getting bored, I think this should be enough entertainment. So, this is pretty serious, so why am I dancing? So, I don't know. I just want to entertain, and because this is pretty deep topic. Alright, let's stop it, man. I need to not get out of the topic and just stay on it. What emotions do people often hide even though it quietly overwhelms them at times? I think it's the... Wait, emotions? Emotions, anger, overwhelms them. Anger, sadness, happiness. Happiness they hide. But it depends on people. Some people hide sadness, some people hide anger, some people hide... by the way, depression and anxiety doesn't come in emotions, right? It's just a state. So, hate, love, overwhelms them at time. Love? No, I don't think they hide it. Do they hide hate? No. Disgust? What do you call it? Crush? I don't know. Overwhelms them. I think it's mostly sadness. I think it is sadness most of the time. Like everyone has the ocean of emotions in them, right? Specifically, everyone has went through the sadness, and sadness don't go easily. Like I'll tell you that. So I think sadness, right? And then sometimes it overwhelms them in that way that they see only the darkness in this world. They even, show negativity towards themselves and the world. Is loneliness the emotion? Loneliness? If loneliness is the emotion, but no, some people don't even hide that they are lonely. But some people don't even hide when they are sad. They actually want people's attention. But no, I think when you show to people that you are sad, like you might get sympathy, but people do get, bored of you. So I think it's sadness. It's probably sadness. I'm not thinking too deep into the topic, but whatever. What belief do many cling? Wait, let me change the question. What people, what, let me check one thing first. Before, oh, this wasn't, wait. This wasn't working till now? Wow, I'm such a dummy. That was not funny, okay? So what belief do many cling to because their identity is intertwined with, even if it might need to be let go? Belief. I think it's the belief that they are right. That they are right. Because their identity is I think it's being right. Like whatever, it's not being good, it's them being right. I think people, even though they say with their mouth that they don't believe that they are right, but I think they unconsciously believe that they are right, because if they stop thinking that they are the right, like their choices are right, their identity is nowhere. Like, is their choices and their actions and everything, that their concepts, their morals, everything that makes their identity, right? Like some of the actions they might think that they are wrong, but they will still think that they were right to do it. Or even though they deny some parts, most of the time people think they are right. No wonder they argue with people, right? Like they can compromise on certain ideas, but they argue with people that alarms their belief that they are right. So I think it's that kind of belief. I think people do it unconsciously. So yeah. Do people tend to react or respond to life? What's the key difference between two? React or respond? I don't know. Sorry, I know. So people tend to react more than respond. I have seen a lot of people that they do react, like they will react in anger, they will react in sadness, they will react in happiness. By responding, it's very little people do the responding part. So most people tend to react rather than respond. The difference is simply that when you are faced with something, you react, but then you have to take action to either change it or make it your way, or just to, by the way, accepting it is also a kind of responding it, right? But I don't think respond will be more explained with the accepting part. So I think people do react rather than respond a lot of the times, unless the life force them to respond to it. Because people, complain. People complain a lot and do less. Most of the people, or either they do a lot, they react a lot, they respond a lot, but they don't think about it. Think a lot. Or they even think a lot. It's their way of responding. But I think there are very less people that actually think about life and their actions all the time, okay? Or they just think about it and doesn't do any action to showcase that, yeah, they thought about it and now they are kind of responding to their ideas or what the life gave them through. So I think people do usually react. They want other people to respond to their life, okay? Other people to respond to their life. So that's also kind of, human nature. What realization, if understood earlier, would completely change someone's path in life? If understood earlier, could completely change someone's path of life. I think it's fear. If people start to realize that nothing is in their hand, like, what do you call it? Like scaring won't do them anything good, right? Like life has set some things that will happen to them, but they fear it. Every human is scared from something. Every human. I don't think there is any human that is not scared of something. I think it is impossible for a human to be not scared of something. It can be anything. So I think people need to understand, rather leave the understanding part. I think people don't even accept that they are scared of things. They think it's a weakness to accept that they are scared of things. So wait, my mic is again stuck. Someone's path of life, like if you are less scared of taking action on something, it can change your path of life. Usually people think that they should have taken this path, they should have taken this path, and why did they not take it then? Why did they not take it? It's because they were scared, they were hesitant, because they were alarmed. And I think sometimes it's good, but I think a lot of people lack the guts to face off their fearful part. They need to conquer that to move on. It will decide what path will they take, right? So I think it's the realization that they are humans. I think most people don't understand what a human being means. Human beings are extremely fragile, but they are strong. They only become strong when they conquer that fragile part. The fragile part is being scared of everything. Like, remember your childhood. You were scared of everything, every single thing. Whatever people made you believe that you should be scared of, you were scared of that. Like, we tell children that we will cage them into the darkness, and then they get scared. We tell them that that person is scary, and once or twice, and then they start believing that, because that's that scariness, that alertness from the childhoodness. So I think, to me, that's that. Then do people feel like they are trying to live, or that life is trying to shape them into something? Do people feel like they are trying to live? Feel like they are trying to live? Or that life is shaping them into something? So I think most people feel like they are trying to live, right? Instead of life is trying to shape them into something. I think I have heard the statement that I'm just trying to live. I'm just struggling. I'm just doing whatever I can. Like, this part I have heard from a lot of people. Of course, from my mouth. Okay, guys, when I talk about other people, of course, I'm included, okay? I'm not that much different as well. So, wait. Oh my gosh. What is that? So, what was I saying? Guys, sorry, I get distracted. So life is trying to shape them into something. Yeah. Instead of accepting that life is trying to shape them into something, they try to live, they try to struggle. And sometimes it's better to accept what life is throwing at you, right? Like, this is also a type of you responding in a positive manner. Like, just accept what life is throwing at you sometimes, instead of struggling and keep breaking you apart. But I think life tries to shape you as well, and you try to shape as well. You try to live as well, and life tries to shape you as well. There is no way that someone will believe. No, I mean, there is a way, but I think it is impossible for you to be who you are without the interference of life. There is just no way. It's just impossible. There is no way who you are is because of you. No, it's not because of you. It's half because of you and half because of life. Or maybe for some people that the proportion gets a little bit less symmetrical. Now, how might a person behave if they had never received criticism? What? How might a person behave if they had never received criticism? First of all, can you bring me that person that had never received criticism? I think when you are just born, you are hearing criticism, and when you are not even understanding it, you are receiving criticism. So I wonder where can be a person that had never received criticism. So maybe that's why I think the question is strange, because it's kind of a little bit beyond my imagination. But criticism makes you who you are. It makes you think. And when a person stops thinking, and I think they stop developing as well. Even though people think about everything, they criticize themselves as well, right? So I don't know if they are asking if other people had not criticized them, or if human beings themselves didn't criticize, right? Themselves. So if you remove the criticism, I think the people won't grow. Humans won't grow. That in personality, okay? In personality, not in, what do you call it? Not in life. Like, it's human nature to be curious, right? And jump into stuff. And that means the human will jump and, let's say, they will make a building, because that's what their mind is telling them, and that's what they will think about, and that's what they feel like, and that's how they are intelligent, and they are making a building, right? Now, once the building isn't made, so the humans usually criticize themselves for making mistakes and telling them that, yeah, you did wrong here and there, and you need to correct that. So it's also a kind of criticism, even though it's a positive one. So if they stop telling themselves that you did wrong this here, they will repeat the cycle, and I think they will stop growing, upgrading, developing. If someone's inner voice took on physical form, what would it look like? If someone's inner voice took on physical form, what would it like? Why are you asking me that? I don't understand. I think if my inner voice took a physical form, it would be quite strange. I think there will be aliens on this planet if the inner voice took physical form. So there are some, or maybe more resembling to devils than the angels, because people think that some people are pure, some people are kind. No one is that, okay? No one. I don't believe it. So I think if their inner voice took the physical form, it would be quite hideous. Yeah, hideous is the right word. Inner voice. What is inner voice? What is my inner voice? To be who I want to be a human, to be normal. I don't know. My inner voice, everyone's inner voice is different. And I don't think people have one inner voice. People have a lot of it. Jumbled. So I think physical form will depend on the person. Nonetheless, everyone has inner voice, but a lot of them, not just one voice. So I think it will be quite the lab experiment or something, because it isn't developed. That's why it's inner voice. And if it is brought out, I think it would be more like infant, immature. When someone daydreams, are they escaping reality, or are they in fact trying to design their own? Daydreams, they are escaping reality, and I think they are trying to design their own. It's not escaping reality. Escaping reality is stop thinking. Okay, daydreams means that they are thinking in their own way. It's making you happy, it's making you believe that something can be different. It's a human way to survive. So running, escaping from reality equals not surviving, and daydreaming means surviving. So I think it's just they trying to design their own. No wonder the people that daydream are more creative than others that do not daydream. So for me, it's the fact that they are trying to design their own. What emotion feels the safest for someone to show even if it isn't their true feeling? What emotion? Laughing, being happy is difficult, being sad is difficult, being angry is difficult. Wait, I think it's anger that feels the safest because it hides everything behind it. Even though it isn't their true feeling, I think it's the anger. People hide behind it. If people hide behind it, means it's the safest for someone to show. It's the safest for people to be away from you, from hurting you. I think anger feels the safest. And usually when you are angry, it's not your true feeling. Like, I think 98% of the time when someone's angry, it's not because they are just angry. It's because they are feeling something else and they don't realize it. So yeah, I think this much questions are for now enough. And so I'll be done with this dream. I did it as a replacement for the original one, the working one. So I hope it is fine. Goodbye.